say some days you're gonna win. They say some days you're gonna lose. I tell you, I got news for you. You're losing all the time, you never win. No. If you believe that's how it's gonna be, I better put you down. Get up, you take your look, and come down on the ground. You gotta save me now. You better turn around. And I looked around. I was heading down. Oh, somebody throw me down the line. This is some days you gotta give. This is some days you gotta take.
Good morning. Welcome back to Monday. 9:12's the time in downtown Alton. CJ DeCello, it's our daily show. Roku TV, RiverBender.com, anywhere you watch the show. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We got a good show. We're going to be talking to Kurt over there at the Gateway Grizzlies. They got a really big sponsorship naming rights deal, and we're also going to talk about the Grizzlies season coming down the pipeline. So much more on this Monday morning. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I know that I did too, but man, really just my heart's out to all those people that are affected by the storms in St. Louis, and we were going to have a conversation with some folks in St. Louis today, but because of just the devastation, we're going to reschedule those, and just our thoughts and prayers over here at Riverbender, over across the river to them, and anything we can do to help get the awareness raised to ways we can contribute and help with those cleanup efforts. We'll be more than happy to do that. And to the folks in Granite City as well that went through and had quite some damage also. We'll take you right to top of the hour news now at 9:12. Here's what you need to know on this 19th day of May. Ameren, Illinois line workers, contractors, and support personnel continued restoration efforts Sunday, May the 18th in Madison County following the severe weather that left thousands without power. Ameren, Illinois workers and contractors worked throughout the day and night on Saturday and all throughout the weekend on these restoration efforts. The storm, which moved through from the Mississippi through parts of the Ameren, Illinois service territory on May the 16th, caused power outages for approximately 42,000 on the Illinois side as its peak around 5:30 p.m. Brian Bretschday, spokesperson for Ameren, said within 12 hours, about 55% of those that lost power had their electricity restored. Also on these efforts, Granite City was hit the hardest in the Riverbend region, experiencing that direct impact from the severe weather. At the height of the outage, more than 18,000 customers in Madison County and Granite were without power. Damage assessments revealed nearly 90 utility poles severely damaged or down, along with other supporting infrastructure. Other communities were affected as well throughout the Riverbend, including areas north in Decatur, Lincoln, Bloomington, and Marion. Ameren, Illinois mobilized all available resources to assist with those restoration efforts, and by 4:20 p.m. on Saturday, nearly 75% of customers had their power restored. However, crews returned to Granite City on Sunday, and they were joined by additional personnel to accelerate those repairs, and they had an estimated timeline of power being restored by 6 p.m. I'm sure that's back on for those affected customers. We don't have an updated report yet, but we'll make sure we get that out as quickly as we can. Also in the news today, Preliminary work, has started on a $2.2 million project to build a new roundabout at the intersection of Illinois 162 and Keebler Road in Maryville. The project will progress in 3 stages, beginning with the full closure of Keebler Road, following by reducing Illinois 162 to one-way traffic controlled by temporary signals. Motorists should anticipate delays through this by the end of 2025 and are encouraged to use alternate routes. Drivers are reminded to slow down, stay alert, and obey construction signage while approaching and traveling through the work zone. You can stay updated on Twitter at i.district8 or on the traveler's information map, gettingaroundillinois.com. Also in the news this weekend, terrible news from Fairview Heights. Multiple police officers from Fairview Heights were shot Saturday night during an encounter with the individual on Potomac Drive. Officers responded around 9:44 p.m. after reports of someone prowling near a residence. Upon contact, the individual opened fire, injuring officers who were transported to local hospitals and are receiving medical treatment. The suspect taken into police custody. The Fairview Heights Police Department described the investigation as active and ongoing, urging the public to keep the injured officers and their families in their prayers. we'll keep you updated as more details do evolve out of that terrible situation as well. And finally, in the news today, Kevin Ring, a fast food worker at Hardee's in Granite City, was fatally shot on the 16th of May. Ring had recently moved in with his brother, and his sudden death has left his family devastated and in urgent need of financial support. Currently, there are no funds available to cover his burial and funeral costs. To ensure a dignified burial, the family has launched a GoFundMe campaign seeking donations from the community. Those wishing to help can find the fundraiser online or on the RiverBender.com article. The family appreciates any assistance offered during this difficult time as they make arrangements for Kevin's final resting place. And that's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend this morning. Let's take a look at weather. 71 degrees at 9:17, and it's going to be a different one today. Today, cloudy and breezy, a thunderstorm this afternoon. There is a risk of a severe thunderstorm this evening. Tonight, cloudy, warm, and humid with a couple of drenching thunderstorms that could be severe. Storms could bring hail and damaging wind gusts, so please be mindful of that. Keep up to date on RiverBender.com/weather. Air quality right now is 43, but I'm not buying it because I am dying on the vine here. Grass is moderate, mold is low. Ragweed and tree levels are moderate too. Temperatures will reach about 77 degrees today and drop down to 67 overnight as we head into Tuesday, with more thunderstorms predicted on Tuesday. On Tuesday, a high of 77 again, a low of 52. With thunderstorms predicted in the morning, and Tuesday night becomes clear as we head into Wednesday. On Wednesday, on Thursday, and on Friday, we'll see temperatures below 70 degrees. On Wednesday, a high of only 68 degrees, a low of 49. And on Thursday, a high of 63, a low of 46. And on Friday, a high of 67, a low of 49 degrees. So we got to bear through the first 2 days of the work week. But other than that, life's looking pretty good in the 618. That's a look in the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now, my friends. It's 72 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 69 out there for time and temperature, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Tom Lane. He's your local State Farm agent. You can also stay up to date in real time all the time by downloading the newly updated RiverBender.com app. Man, Mike has that looking really good. All the daily dose of everything local right there at the touch of a button. Before we take a quick break, let me fill you in on my friends at Village Dispensary. You know, I'm telling you this. Cheech and Chong, Willie Nelson, Woody Harrelson, Snoop Dogg, anyone you can think about, Wiz Khalifa, they're all thinking about Village Dispensary. I mean, I'm telling you this. They have an inventory that makes all of them blush. It's just incredible. And what I think's really great about it is no matter what day of the week you're walking in there, you're walking in and you're saving big. And that's what I think's really cool, too. Because, you know, time and time again, people always talk about, you know, the taxes on this are ridiculous. But Village Dispensary does such a great job with their product pricing, you aren't feeling it at the register. I mean, that's one thing that you really never felt when inflation was crazy. You know, Village Dispensary was always about keeping your wallet happy and keeping you happy, too. You know, whether or not you're coming into Monday and rolling into the week with some pre-rolls and saving big that way because that is their daily deal today, or you're just walking in and you're seeing their inventory list and you're realizing, man, I can get a pack of edibles for $5 to $10. How great is that? You know, life's good at Village Dispensary, and you can find out more by going to villagedispo.com. That's villagedispo.com, and don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. Hey, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with a little more daily show and see how much fun we're going to have on a Monday morning. But first, downtown Alton, let's take a look at it and throw you to a break so I can get paid.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. osfoncall.org/virtual visit.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Ways I was headed out toward your door. Won't you give me 3 steps, mister, give me 3 steps.
Welcome back, 9:22, a little bit of change on this 19th day of May. CJ Nasello, it's Our Daily Show, Roku TV, RiverBender.com, anywhere, everywhere you're watching this show. Thanks for hanging out with me. You know, told you guys we were going to have some conversations today, but we rescheduled them just because of some of the storms and just all that terrible devastation in St. Louis. And so what we're going to do is wanted to play this conversation. Really excited to see all the work that we're doing with the Troy Chamber. And, you know, Dawn does a really good job, and all those businesses up there are really doing some good stuff. And on the first Friday of each month for the summer, I'll be up in Troy, and we'll be hanging out now for some remote and just talking to some more business owners, talking to the chamber, and really just having a good old time. So excited about that, and there's some good information in here. So I figured it'd be better than me just kind of rambling into this microphone this morning about, you know, my problems. I wanted to give you some good information today, and Dawn has some good stuff. And it's not just for Troy, it's for Maryville, it's for St. Jacob. Some really great stuff, some great events all summer long, and she gives you the dates for those in this. It's a really good conversation, and we'll take you there now right here on Our Daily Show, and I'll be back right after this great conversation.
RiverBender.com.
Yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down her there. She would merengue and do the cha-cha. And while she tried to be a star, Tony always tended bar across the crowded floor. They worked from 8 till 4. They were young and they had each other. Who could ask for more?
Welcome back to Our Daily Show. Look at that, we're ahead of schedule, Dawn. How's life treating you in Troy?
Well, it's better because my walk-on music is Mr. Manilow.
Well, it's been a while since you've been on the show.
Last time I was here, Mr. Manilow was in town.
Hey, that's right.
Remember, we just saw him.
And I had sinus problems
You
then,
did.
or whatever I have now. I'm telling you. I don't
it's
know,
me.
Dawn.
It's me. An allergy with me. You know I'm coming.
Well, and honestly, we were just talking on off air during the break, and just some of the stuff you have coming down the pipeline, it's huge.
Yeah, we're going to need more than the time allotted today. I'm thinking I'll be back pretty soon.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You can just co-host the show one day.
I would like that.
Or do a takeover.
Do I have to have your CJ? This is CJ. Do I have to have your voice, like your radio voice?
No, I think they'd actually like it if you didn't.
John would be like, "Oh, fresh air right there." Well, where do you want to start? Do you want to go in order?
Yeah, we're going to go in order. We got to.
We got
because
to.
There's literally like a Rolodex.
It's a Rolodex. You're showing my age. Do people still have those? Because I had to give mine away a few years ago, and my interns didn't even know what it was.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh man, no. Even my grandparents still to this day. I think my grandma still has it. Even the phone ones, you know, that you could flip up.
Those are so cool, aren't they? Like, oh yeah, yeah. I have way too many people, I think, for mine. But let's start with the coolest thing we got going on May 1st at 10:30 to 12:30. We have the Triad High School Job Fair. So if you have some employers out there who hire students who are 15 to 18, remember those students are graduating. Some are graduating in a couple of weeks.
Right.
Can you imagine? I think it's the 25th they graduate, or the 25th is the last day of school. But if you want to hire that age group, give me a call. And so we'll put my information in the bottom. Dawn at TroyMaryvilleCoc.com. Here's a trivia for you. 1-618-667 Troy is our phone number.
Are you serious?
It's old school. Like, I'll never change it. It's old school.
I like that,
So
actually.
you can
That's
call
pretty
us as
cool.
well. We also have some village and citywide garage sales. Now, these things are massive. When I tell you massive.
Look at the map on this thing.
Yeah, look at
I
Troy.
gotta pull that up here. Hold
Now,
on.
that Troy map is still it's still 3 weeks out. We'll have about 160 addresses. So here's my thing. If you live in Troy and you don't like garage sales, get out of Troy. That's not really a good tagline, but get out of Troy. But the next one is St.
Go to the lake that weekend.
Go to the lake that weekend. The coolest thing about the map, though, is you tell them how it works.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, here, we're going to pull this up on the screen. Okay, online search.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I got to hit on.
and then click on you can click on Troy.
Okay.
And then go down and you can either see the map or you can see. So what it is you go, now you can expand out and then touch on one of those. Like click on one of them.
Look at that though. Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
How do I? Oh yeah, I got to do control.
Yeah.
Control scroll.
There you
Look
go.
at that.
Now just click on one of them. It'll tell you the address, if they're going to be open if it rains, their hours, and items they have. Or you can search the other way. You can search for items like, hey, I need baby clothes.
Yeah, look at that.
That'll tell you
I was
all of
looking
it.
at that.
Isn't that cool?
So so if I just select, like, let's just say I need clothing, okay, I need an appliance.
Yeah.
I can just hit show on map and it'll pop up for all of it.
Correct.
Okay,
for
I
all
like
the
that.
ones that you can use. So, or you can do a printout like old school, like we used to tear it out of the back of a newspaper. You can also print the whole list. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you don't know where things are, but you know that's why we have Google Maps. So
well, and now is it one of those things too where you just copy and paste the address into your maps? Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, we go one
does
step
it link?
further. It links.
Oh, I love it. There we go.
Isn't that crazy?
I love it.
We've been doing this. Moonlight Computing set this up for us in I want to say 2009. Mm-hmm. We're in 25. So we've been cool. Hey, we had a QR code on an item in 2009. We were cool before QR codes were cool.
I got dial-up in 2009.
2009, yeah. Well, we barely had that, but I'll have to bring that magazine sometime and show you, people don't even know, didn't know. They're like, what is this thing? But the garage sales are St. Jacob, May 1st through 3rd, City of Troy, May 16th and 17th, and the Village of Marine, May 15th through 17th. So you can go on TroyMaryvilleCoc.com, learn all about it.
How did Maryville's go?
It was great. They had a little bit of rain on Friday morning.
Oh, yeah.
But then the rest of the time was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. And it was really nice outside.
It was really nice outside, yeah.
How many people kind of go? I mean, because you really draw a crowd for these.
Well, I'll tell you this. We have so many people that come, we have to let the restaurants and the convenience stores know. And it's funny because, here's my Troy McDonald's, Christy Cook, a shout out to Troy McDonald's who sees me.
I love the
every day.
Welcome to Troy sign on the McDonald's.
Isn't that great? Welcome to Troy. And they bring more people because it's so busy that week.
I'm sure.
Breakfast, Cracker Barrel, all of them. So that's what we want. We want people to come to Troy finding, deals. This, you have to get this on your calendar, Saturday, May 3rd. The Music Fest, it's the second annual Build Maryville Presents. So they're wanting to build this stage for bands. Mm-hmm. And so this is a fundraiser. And there are 10 bands, 2 stages. Tickets, $15 pre-sale, but it looks like I missed that date, so it's $20. But let me tell you, it's all day, all day event.
For $20?
$20. All day.
Wow.
You come and see all the bands, bring your lawn chairs. They have food, they have vendors. It is a fantastic event. And I'll tell you, the volunteers who put this together have worked very hard to make this happen. Can you imagine booking all of those?
Oh, no. And see, you know what's funny? We talk about that all the time when I have the amphitheater on in Alton.
Yeah.
And people don't realize how much work it takes to book one, let alone, that's a lineup.
That's a lineup. It's a lineup and some great people in there.
Well, and man, there's a lot of people that are interested in this one already.
Yes,
There's almost 1,000 people that are ready to go. And with that being, so this is the second time they've done this?
Let me tell you what happened the first time. They had a great, beautiful day. And then early afternoon, this out of nowhere, massive thunderstorm came through.
Oh, that's great.
It was horrible. It was horrible. They put so much work into this. So kudos to that team of a few of them who put it together.
Well, and I like the fact, too, they're really doing the works on this. You got food trucks, you got beer, soda, and then I like the shuttle. So that way you don't have to worry about parking and all that. That's awesome.
Very, very nice touch. Perfect. Now let's talk about music in Troy. My goodness. So we're starting our first Fridays in Troy. Now, you were at our 40th anniversary.
Yes.
So it's the same location, but a whole different concept. So we decided that we want people in our beautiful downtown Troy. And how do you get them there? You get them there with food, entertainment, and beer.
That's very true.
Is that true?
That's
Okay.
true. Or Barry Manilow or Pro Wrestling.
Well, Barry wasn't available. He's in Vegas, and he was a little out of our price range, but man, he could draw 2 or 3 or 5 of us, right? I mean, yeah. Do you get a lot of who is that? You got somebody like who's what song you sing?
Yeah. That's kind of my generation. Yeah, but that's okay.
That's okay.
We introduce them and we move forward.
We move forward. Yeah, that's right. And one of the questions we ask the interns is name a Barry Manilow song.
And that's kind of the deal breaker.
And if they don't, it could be the deal breaker. I'm just saying. So study up if you're applying for an internship. So.
But I mean, this is so cool, though, Don. Yeah. I mean, this music lineup's great because I've told you before at the 40th anniversary it's set up perfect in that square. So I mean, with all the bars there, and then you got the restaurants and the VFW and all these places, and then where it's you can put the stage, you're rocking and rolling. I mean, that's a great place. Yeah,
we've added some parking, a list of parking places on our website. We've added, Time Out, Troy VFW. Troy VFW has the delicious fish. Time Out has an amazing menu, and then we have a couple of food trucks. We also now, for this event only in the blocked area, you can actually take your alcohol, and we have these great cups that they'll pour because there's no glass. So we just pour the beer or alcohol into the cup, and it's a take-home cup.
Really?
But we're kicking it off Friday, 5 to 8. 5 to 8. It is Friday. And you know what? I looked at the weather today, and I said, good weather on Friday. The rest of the week, not so good. We don't care. Friday. No. Saturday, we're glad because of the music event. So.
You get out the rowboat and the canoe to get to work tomorrow. But the thing is, on Friday, you're going to maybe have something early on. But after that, it's a beautiful day. It's going to be like 60 degrees by the time that starts going on. That's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome. Bring your own lawn chair. And, you just walk around. You could bring your own food too. We'd love you to buy some stuff in Troy. We got Alfonso's. Who doesn't love some Alfonso's pizza?
Well, that honestly is good. And then right on that stretch, though, I mean, why would you not just make it a little trip out of it?
Exactly. Time Out. You got VFW. Have you had the fish at the V?
No, I haven't. You kept telling me to do that on the 40th, and it was hot that day.
It was hot that day.
My hairspray fell out.
110 or something. God,
but it was still packed.
Yeah. And the Riverbender Mobile had a little problem.
Oh my God! It was the luxury vehicle at the Waffle House, though.
When the president comes with you, I'm like, what is John? Man, John's at our event. Well, John was at our event because he had to go against you guys.
What's funny is I had a dream that the van was going to get broken down. Like I literally was sitting there in the car or in the van. And I'm like, this is going to happen. Like I remember it. Boom.
Oh my God.
Right by the Waffle House.
Lottery ticket numbers. That's what you should dream about, not the van stopping. But yeah, it's going to be a fun Friday. So we got bands, food trucks. We got an artisan market. So
really?
We got these vendors who create and make this incredible stuff. So
is that the same night?
Same night.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's all one big package.
That's
awesome.
You
can walk around the downtown businesses. We have some listed that are going to have a variety of sales and other items. So we're starting with I got to put my glasses on because, I'm 100 here. Oh my God, I can't even see. And I've worked on this event forever. Okay, so let's see. We got Mike Sondergreis. Have you ever seen him in the dueling pianos?
Okay, yeah, I have. He's awesome.
He is awesome.
He really is.
He is so good. We were so lucky. And a shout out to there's 4 of us putting this together. Okay, so we got Jason Raymert, Ann Matthews, Al Adamant, and myself. We've all taken our lane on what we do well and what we're going to do. And they booked these bands. I'm telling you what. And then look who we have on June 6th.
I know this is going to be a big one. You're going to pack, I think, honestly, you're going to pack Troy on this one.
We know these Shotgun Creek guys. Yeah. we know them. We know them pretty darn
They're
well.
They're playing. I mean, honestly, I don't think there's a weekend or a day they aren't booked.
You know where that Sunday? Mm-hmm. They're at Time Out on Sunday. I'm thinking it's for Cinco de Mayo. I'm thinking probably Cinco de Mayo.
You're right, because I added it to the calendar.
Yes, yeah. So come out to Time Out, see Ann and Tim, amazing people. Yeah. August 1st, we have Lana and Julie. They're very popular locally.
They always play in Grafton, too.
They do. They do.
They're up in Edwardsville a lot as well.
They are. Edwardsville, yep, for sure. And then we have the Dude Abides. They are amazing. Like
I haven't heard of them yet.
You know who Carlos is with? The Styx cover, or what's the band? Oh my God, she's going to kill me. Grand Illusion.
Oh, okay.
So he's with the Grand Illusion. They do an amazing Styx concert. Oh, it's so good. So Carlos is the best.
That'd be really fun.
How about the lineups? We've got 2. Then we take July 4th off because Troy has the biggest fireworks display ever all around. I'd put it against anyone. Absolutely.
Seriously?
Draws about 10,000 people.
I did not know that.
It's huge. Yeah. Huge.
Where have I been living under a rock?
Living under a rock, man. Living under a rock. Tri-Township Park in Troy is the place to be on July 4th.
Wow.
Beyond fireworks, they have a lot of other things as well.
Well, and I honestly didn't know. How long has Troy always done this?
Well, I'll be there 25 years in June, and they've been doing longer than that.
How long does it last?
Oh, probably 45 minutes. Oh. Yeah, they pay a lot of money, a lot of tourism money for those fireworks.
Wow.
But they are so worth it. Every year, they're better this year. They're better this year. I mean, it just keeps getting better.
Have you seen the ones that they have like the drones coming in too? With the fire, those are kind of nuts. Yeah, like they have like a drone show, but then like in the back they still have fireworks. It's kind of wild.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know if the FAA approves of it.
We won't tell them. They don't listen. Maybe they do.
That's what they only do the law when something happens. So you got to wait.
Yeah, I got you.
You got to wait for the event.
And then you play dumb and go, I didn't know.
Man, I just didn't think that one through.
I didn't have a clue. Yeah. We may have done that once or twice.
I still do.
E-Cycle. Okay, so we have to talk about this. It's big.
There's a lot of questions when it comes to e-cycling.
There's a lot of questions. So e-cycling, first of all, we've moved. So we used to be a Troy Methodist church. They have been amazing for years. The problem is that this has gotten so big that we back up 162.
Ooh.
That's not good.
That's
Nobody
definitely
likes
not
that.
good. No.
So we are moving, thank goodness, to Triad High School, which is where we are, our chamber offices. So we're going to be in our own parking lot June 7th. So that's the first thing. It's 9 to noon. Do not come at 9. That's what I'm recommending.
Oh, like a half hour before type of?
No, I would say come at like 10:30.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, because it's not that it's a long wait, but we don't start until 9. So
gotcha.
Let's talk about e-cycling.
Okay.
We e-cycle, or CJD e-cycles anything with the cord. There is no charge for anything except tube TVs or TVs and monitors. Mm-hmm. There's a slight charge. It's based on size. That's between CJD and the person. Beyond that, you can bring anything, any amount, any quantity, doesn't matter. Shredding, unlimited. When I say unlimited, we had someone a couple of years ago who closed their dental office after 40 years. And we do believe they had every single piece of paperwork for 40 years. The van was completely full.
Oh.
It was crazy.
Man.
But we could help them.
Don't wait to shred. You can't shred those tax returns for 7 years, so don't get any ideas.
7 years. You got to hold 7 years. Yeah. Don't be trying to hide stuff. We also collect old eyeglasses for the Troy Lions, old hearing aids for the Troy Lions, and old prescription medicine you can bring, and we give it to the Troy Police Department, and they, whatever they do with it.
That's really cool.
Disintegrate it or something.
Mm-hmm. Is that the same day?
All the same day.
Oh, wow. And that, so that's 9 a.m. to 12. So you got 3 hours to stop by Triad that day, Triad High School, and get that done. I didn't realize that. You really do combine all, because normally it's just e-cycling day, and then normally you have people normally just have a couple others, throughout the year of prescription drop-offs. That's really cool. I like that you combine them.
We have 2 more. We have another e-cycle in the fall for Troy and one for Maryville. We are partnering with State Representative Charlie Meyer.
He's great.
Isn't he wonderful? Have you had him on?
Yeah, he was on during the 40th show.
That's right. He came and interviewed there.
He had nicer sunglasses than me.
He did. I have a picture of you two, actually. But we're adding tires. You could bring old tires.
Really?
Yeah, apparently it's hard to get rid of old tires.
Let me tell you something. So this is crazy. I was getting some work done in my house, and I have just a couple of bulk items. So part of Alton's contract is, get 4 pickups a year. Mm-hmm. They don't take any lumber or anything or any construction material. So I don't know what to do with it. I just am going to burn it in the yard or like put in a little burning barrel or something. I don't know. You
can call the Troy, Maryville, St. Jacob Marine Chamber of Commerce, and they could probably answer that for you. Except I'm here, and so don't call me now because my phone will ring. Just wait till I get back to the office. I could probably help you with that. The thing is, the tires, I think, are one of those things, too.
Yeah, you can't do it.
We're hoping to get that hazardous waste Madison County. We're hoping to get one of those events in Troy as well.
That would be really cool.
And they accept the old paint and all that batteries and stuff you can't.
And all the things, honestly, like for old houses that have just been left in that basement forever that you really can't do nothing with, Yeah.
There's a reason there in that basement. Oh my goodness. You want me to keep going?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. We got time.
All right. Well, we're going to be at the Gateway Grizzlies. If you guys have never been there, very family friendly.
They put on a really good atmosphere. Show. I mean, It's a great baseball game. They have a good team, but just the experience, because you wouldn't think of it as that type of, kind of atmosphere and the games they do and interactive stuff with the kids. It's really cool.
It's very good. So we're going to gather as a bunch of chambers on May 27th and just hang out. Like there's food and buffet. So if you're a member of any of the local chambers, we're all participating. I think there's 11 of us participating. If you are and you want to just email me or go on the website, we can provide you with more information. It is free. You just have to let them know which chamber you are part of.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
I like it. And then, so let me ask you about this, though, because I saw that you guys are, just wanted to shout out the Troy Community Band real quick, because they're in June, and they have their 40th anniversary performance coming up, and that's really cool.
They do, and they are so good, and they're so dedicated. They start, they do a December event, and then I think they might take a quick break, and they're back to practicing. Yeah, we have these community cards.
Look at those.
15,000 of these. So they were mailed to all the residents, as you know, in Troy, Maryville, St. Jacob, Marine, and the businesses. And then I left some out in your lobby.
Did you?
But we have plenty. We also have them at the libraries, and we're going to deliver them all over so people can grab them. But this is like the whole thing in a year right here.
Well, and see, I really like the way you're doing this, too. And also, what I think's unique about it is the fact that it's not going to be one that you can just kind of rip up. Because you know how I am, Dawn. I'm going to literally crumble anything in my hands. Not because it's out of spite, just because I don't know how to walk like a normal human being. So, it's just the way it goes. Hey, do you have a moment to take a break with me?
I do.
I got to take a quick one. But hey, while I have you, let me fill you in on Denise Sparks. She's the queen of junk, and now for the next 30 years, she's the queen of trash. She has been doing this for over 30 years, Dawn. But what I think is great, too, is Denise kind of was looking around in Alton and the Riverbend region at large kind of needed a different trash option, and she stepped up to the plate. Now her purple and yellow trash cans mating like bunny rabbits. They're popping up all over Madison County because she answers her phone.
She does.
And you know what I think's great too is this woman-owned business. That hot tub that's been back in your yard since Bill Clinton was in office and all that stuff. That Bowflex that Dad said he was going to use, and now dust is collected on that dust, and now Mom's crying. You just call Denise. She'll take care of it for you. Go SparksJunkRemoval.net. That's SparksJunkRemoval.net, and don't forget to tell the Queen of Junk that you know who sent you over her way.
Took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. osfoncall.org/virtual visit.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Maybe once, maybe twice.
couple of months ago, I saw on your Facebook that you had like an event, or your mom's bar had an event, and
my mom's bar. It was on my personal, but they're a chamber member as well. Sue's Corner in Granite City. So people are going to know my mother because she's been a bartender for 62 years.
Wow.
Like
that's actually pretty impressive.
I don't know
really
where those bodies are. I don't know. But she was at Bowling for 30-some years, and they've owned the bar 24, her and my sister.
Wow.
But yeah, they have karaoke on Monday, and it's the place to be. Like,
really? Is it packed?
Yeah, it's wonderful. I mean, it's packed wonderful, but then you only get to sing a couple times. But then you get, you're hanging out with people.
Yeah, have I ever told you? I really judge people on their karaoke song. I mean, it's like watching someone golf. You can really just tell who they are.
You can tell who they are.
Like, when they bring the mood down with like some sweet ballad, and it's like, it's 9:30, buddy, and I'm already on 3 Jose's. Like, let's go here. What are we doing? What are we doing? So, what is your go-to karaoke song?
Melissa Etheridge, I'm the Only One.
Ooh.
Reba McEntire, Trisha Yearwood. You pick it and I'll do it. Dixie Chick. I was the Dixie Chicks, but I'm only one, so I'm a Dixie Chick. So I did Let Her Rip last night. I like duets though.
Oh, those are fun.
I really like duets.
Yeah, like Don't Go Breaking My Heart. That's a great karaoke song.
Yes, or Summer Lovin'.
Oh, that's great.
Oh yeah,
that would be great.
We could karaoke one day and people could turn us off at that point, but that would be okay because we don't want that. What I really want to do is I want to sit in your seat and interview John.
Oh, that would be fun. I need a day off. How about you do a takeover of the show one day? That would be cool. And then you come meet some Alton business owners or the Riverbend ones. That'd be cool.
I love meeting anybody. There's no stranger.
Well, and you probably already have them as members of your chamber too.
We have a lot of Alton. We do. Over 400 chamber members.
That's incredible. See, I didn't realize it's that large.
48% of our members are within our 4 communities and 52% outside of that.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Edwardsville, Glen Carbon, Collinsville, Alton, Belleville, O'Fallon. But we love all the chamber directors, and we say, join a chamber in your community first.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then always get a second, because I think it's good because then you expand your
business. You're networking, and you got to grow. And I just think it's really cool. So whenever I was looking at this, though, there was a couple of things that caught my eye. And honestly, the whole calendar did, because it's just, it's really well put together. The homecomings are going to be coming up just before we know it. So do we want to touch on those? And then I got to ask you about kicking for the fences.
Yeah, for sure. Let's start with the homecomings.
So Maryville's first, and that's July 11th through the 12th, and then St. Jacob's the 17th through the 19th. And Maryville has their time set from 6 p.m. to midnight. I like that. That's a CJ night. And then a 12 to 12er. I can do that one too on July the 12th. And St. Jacob's just still doesn't have their... It's a to be determined thing.
Yeah, but it's just a couple days. And, when we did this card, we did it early this year because we wanted our May events and wanted it out. So sometimes these groups haven't met. They know the dates, often have the bands.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, if you like homecomings, all 3 of them have their uniqueness about it.
That's cool.
They all have a parade. Mm-hmm. And I love the Marine Parade because I was in a band, for a couple of years. And so we were there and watching the parade, and it goes this way and then it goes back this way. Marine is not very big. Mm-hmm. Maryville always has little kids in the parade. And then St. Jacob is a full-fledged parade. So, it's that hometown feel. You hear the band, you get some food, get some fish, whatever they have. But we have all that information on our website for each of the flyers that we have already. And I believe we have all the flyers now.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Well, and two, your office is still, you guys are you're flowing pretty good.
We are. We have Emily who handles all of our events. You met Emily. She's there. And then we have Donna who's there as administrative assistant part-time. And then we have Jim 10 hours a week doing some chamber membership stuff.
Wow.
So,
any interns right now?
Yeah, 5.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How are they doing?
Good. Actually, 2 leave this week, 1 left. Or 2 left a couple weeks ago, and then 1 leaves next week. So then now we have summer interns and we have fall. So after these guys, 260 interns.
Really?
That's a lot of college interns. Now, I keep getting older and they're staying young. Yeah. So we learn a lot from them and they learn a lot from us. Trust me.
And now if someone was interested in that, who do they reach out to?
They could reach out to me and then I would send them an application. And, in the summer, what's nice is if you're maybe school and you just want to get that internship done, you can get it done in 8 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. 3 credit hours, 8 weeks, you're done. So we love those because then they get involved in all of our events in the summer. And we're going to talk about the Shriners. Do you know the Shriners are going to have their own intern?
Really?
That's how big their barbecue event is.
Well, honestly, it should be because that was huge.
Oh,
and
my
I'm telling you,
goodness.
I was so bummed out because my schedule, remember I had to leave.
Yeah.
But that steak was so damn good on the way home. That was awesome. I mean, that was worth the whole thing,
I know. And the guys, you had them on here, they were so good. And I came with them because they were nervous. They didn't even appear nervous.
Yeah.
Like, they were just like...
They were in their zone.
And then they did more videos and they kept doing videos and I was like, cool. But it's a wonderful event and they've really kicked it up this year. Troy doesn't have a homecoming. We haven't had it in a few years. I would put this as that sort of replacement.
Yeah.
No rides, minus the rides. I think it's everything you want in a homecoming.
Now, what I think is really nice too is just I like the way you guys lay this out because sometimes those can get overwhelming when you have all these different food vendors and it's like we didn't even stop over there. Maybe we did because you can't really tell. And I like how you guys lay it out so that way you can just go down the line, instead of getting lost in, the shuffle.
Yeah. Did you know that if you go to a true barbecue competition that you can't eat their barbecue?
I
had no idea.
So I was lucky. And because I was asked to be a judge and I had to leave, like I said, just telling you guys, and I got a taste. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would have been going today or going to the barbecue competition. I was even saying like, oh yeah, I'm sure we'll just, be able to grab some plates. But those guys are like, that's an art form.
It's an art form.
And it was pretty intense at times. I was seeing some people worried about cook times and temperatures and there was a lot of conversation going on.
Lots of conversation.
It was
and all
a new
those
thing for me.
Vans and RVs.
It was overwhelming.
Yeah, but this organization now has people who vend, so you can go buy the food. But my husband was in the pork steak competition as well, and he said, "I'll do that again. I'll do that again." I need him to do stuff at the office, and he doesn't want to do that. But all of a sudden, he found something he loves to do is be a judge at the competition. I know that they have a lot of people that come from, I couldn't believe it. Like there was one from Oregon, there was one from Michigan. They come in and this is what they do. And they love that. And they love coming.
Well, and that competition is going to be in August. That's August 16th through the 17th. It's 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. on the 16th, 9 a.m. to 5 on the 17th. And then there's a car show.
There's a car show and it's bigger and better. And it was, it was huge last year and they're going to double it. And I said, well, I don't know where we're going to put it, but okay. It's the great thing is we're marketing.
Open up the gates on the baseball field.
Gates. That's right. That's where they're going to be. Yeah.
And then, with that being said, too, do you know how many vendors by chance they're at now? Or
I'm not sure they're there.
We'll
yet.
have to have them on the show soon.
Well, I told them already. I said, CJ's waiting for you guys to come back.
Okay, so this is what I saw earlier, and I've been honestly, this is why I keep getting distracted because I don't want to jump to September, but I feel like we can now.
Okay.
You're having a rodeo? Or there is a rodeo?
The Tri-Township Park has done an incredible job to bring the rodeo.
Has this been a continuous thing too?
First time ever.
This is cool. Okay, so I was like distracted the entire time because all I wanted to do was talk about the rodeo.
Yes. And I just saw the flyer come out. They did a billboard, so we've got the billboard up. We have a digital highway billboard.
That's where I saw the post. It was the post on Facebook.
Yes, yeah. If you come 270 coming to Illinois between Route 3 and Route 203, there's a digital billboard. It stands all by itself. You can't miss it. You're sleeping at night if you don't see it because it's the only thing out there. And we have a rotation on that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Well, and if you're sleeping at night, you go. Yeah, that's
you
an issue.
Be driving anyway. But yeah, the rodeo's on there, and of course all of our other events as well.
So the rodeo, though, is going to be at gates open at 2 p.m. on September 20. I am going to the rodeo.
Got to go to the rodeo.
This is going to be fun.
Yes.
So with that being said, too, does the Troy Chamber, are you guys doing an anniversary this year, anniversary party?
We're 41, but that's just 41 because we're doing the Fridays.
Oh, see, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you could always just say you're 40.
Well, I could say I'm 40. I'm not. Thank you. That was nice. I'm 40. Oh, man, I love you. I love you.
Just keep repeating the 40th anniversry,
We could do that. We could do that at the September gig, though, and just wish us a happy birthday. But that was a fun event, wasn't it? The 40th?
That was really nice,
just hot. It was just hot.
It was warm. Oh, and then one final one, too, I wanted to ask you about before we start talking about the chamber in general. Kicking for the Fences. This is really cool. So the Troy Police Department does a kickball tournament?
They do a wonderful kickball tournament. You know, Special Olympics is their thing. And I'd love to get them up here to talk about that.
That would be cool.
Oh, yeah. We'll connect you
Yeah.
with Chief Wasser or whoever's in charge of it. But it is a great
good.
event.
I'll give them
These
my
teams come in.
plates.
Yeah. Don't do that. You'll be in Troy jail. He'll be watching for you.
No.
The other one I want to look at is, did you see the SICW wrestling?
Oh, yeah. Herb does a
25th?
good job, doesn't he? I mean, he really does. And they fill out the fairgrounds.
Yes. The Tri-Township Park again, doing it. 2 big events. And then the
This
Adventure
one.
Night.
This one's at Tri-Township.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and then the Adventure Night. So they have 3 huge events at the park that the park is putting on. So kudos to Sandy Ann and the rest of the staff at the park.
Does that have a petting zoo?
Yeah.
Okay, so I heard this the other day, and my mind's kind of blown. So this is like you can go.
Yes.
I haven't been, so you just go up and you just.
Pet the goat.
Wow.
Pet the ostrich, pet the whatever you want to pet. The pig. There's some. I haven't been in a bit.
This
but
is awesome.
Yeah, the best part is they built this building with the floors that heat.
Gotcha.
So when
Yeah.
in the winter can go in and it's all heated, like they live better than us. Like, come on, it's huge. But the park staff, wow, you got to know that they're working hard on that.
Well, and I honestly, I just blew my mind. I'm like, why can't we have that down here? That sounds pretty fun. You know,
It is fun. Next time you're in Troy, you should stop by and see the kids.
I will have to go see the goats
Yes.
for sure. And now, with that being said, take me through the chamber right now. How's business? How's life? How are the members?
Oh my goodness,
We got through all this pretty quickly.
We did. You know what we didn't? We frequently asked questions on Friday night. Let's talk about that. Okay.
Thank you.
Parking. People say, man, where are we going to park? We have that for you. So on the website, we have a frequently asked question list. So like under First Fridays on the left-hand side, community events.
I got this. Here we go.
And then there should be like a, on the right-hand side, isn't that what that is?
Yeah, questions.
So parking, you can park in the City Hall parking lot. I would give some advice to Spencer Park, and this is what I was telling you. The Red Door Cottage is on Center and Main Street, and there's a parking lot there that the city owns, and it's kind of that unknown one, and you're only talking a block of walking. The Tri-Township Library, A to Z Dental, St. Paul's Lutheran, lots of places to park.
Oh, okay. See, and why think school, like I keep going back to, I know I keep beating the drum, but it's like the way it's set up, you aren't walking far at all. I mean, you really aren't. It's not like some of the, other, like if you're in St. Louis, man, that's a jump and a skip to get to some of those parking places.
If you're at Walmart on a Saturday, you're going to go farther than that.
That's true.
I don't know who shops at Walmart on a Saturday because that's just crazy.
That's for the brave. But you know what I like to do at Walmart is go late at night, and it's like a little game for me.
Yeah. How quick can you find everything? Get out?
No, I do a bingo for the Walmartians.
Oh my gosh. I'm never going to bingo after Walmart after 6.
Oh my goodness. It's man, I have a fun time at Walmart. You know what I think they should do is put a bar in Walmart, like on the top floor, so that way you can watch all of them at night too. It's an interesting feat.
Yeah. I used to wonder why my husband went to the mall with me, and then I realized they have a bar. Oh. It was years ago because I've been to the mall, but I used to go and I'd be like, why does he like going? He's like, I'm just going to go and shop. Well, he doesn't shop. And then I was like, I figured it out. So
work smarter, not harder,
That's what I'm saying right there.
So, you know what, we're going back to this too with some of the things that people are going to ask. So like you can bring your own food. You were saying that earlier?
You can, but what we really want
is to encourage the businesses to be paid. Yeah.
But if you say, gosh, I don't like fish and there's nothing on the menu, and feel free in Troy to stop by and bring it.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you what, between the food trucks, so I have not seen the Spud truck, but any truck that has a potato on it.
Those are fun.
I've never seen one, but we have one, Spud truck. And then, do you know Franco's hot dogs are, he was there for the 40th.
I didn't talk to him.
Oh, those hot dogs, I'm telling you what. That line was
pretty busy.
It was pretty busy. He sold out, and so that says a lot. And then there's an ice cream vendor coming. So what we're trying to balance is bringing in food trucks of things that we don't already have there so that Time Out gets some business and the V gets business. But you can, like I said, carry your liquor, but there are signs to say you can't go past this point. We encourage people to go downtown.
And too, I mean, you can check because you brought up Red Door Cottage. He was great for an
Doug
interview.
is fantastic.
Doug was fantastic. He really was. And I mean, there's a lot of places that you can shop too. Yes. So I mean, in those 3 hours, you can take a stroll, have some fun, and just go and relax.
Kudos to the city of Troy, who the first time ever we applied for liquor license so that people could walk with their alcohol in a certain area. And that allowed us to have those businesses. The Happy Elephant will have some specialty drinks. Do you know what the Happy Elephant is? It's a candle making company County.
Wow.
They took the old Times Tribune building, and it's amazing. Like, you don't even know you're in it, but they did a great job of keeping the culture in there. We also have Kokomo Joe's, but then we have Busby Bar, Troy VFW, and Time Out. Those 5 places you can get alcohol.
Wow.
And then, here's something unique. And kudos to Ann and Jason for thinking of this. You can drop off your lawn chair and any of like goodies that you bought for the vendors at their, I don't know, it's like a space, and they will keep it for you. So you can go walking, you don't have to drag all your stuff.
Oh.
Isn't that nice?
That is really cool.
It's a lawn chair check-in. You can leave all your stuff. But our
chair
vendors,
check.
Chair check. That's it right there. Yeah.
That's a shirt.
That's a shirt. Yeah. I don't have any shirts for this event yet. I got to go get one. Did a couple for the 4 of us. So sometimes you like to not be the person that people can find.
That's what I was going to ask. I mean, that's kind of why I looked at him like, do you want that?
It's okay because I feel like that we are on the game, ahead of the game. We got our stop signs in yesterday, you know how we did the stop sign thing, crossing. That's a fun job. We got volunteers for that. So
thank God for those volunteers.
Oh, my
That's
goodness.
a tough one.
We couldn't do it without our volunteers.
Well, and it seems like, I mean, this for you to put these events on, I mean, it takes a lot of work. It's not easy, and you got to get, municipal involvement, and then you got to get the businesses on, kind of the same page, which I'm sure was easy once you tell them what you're doing, but then you organize it with the volunteers and your staff and everyone else involved. How long did it take for you?
We started a few months ago just to sort of chat about what we envisioned, and then probably hit it hard about the last 10 weeks. Once we get one under belt, of course, we'll meet again, talk about what worked, what didn't, what we need to change up. In addition to these 4 events, we also have 2 events. The first Tuesday of June is a resource event. It's free and open to the public. So we're going to have resources for families and individuals who might need. I always say, like, it could be kindergarten, getting your kid into kindergarten. It could be mental health services.
Yeah.
It could be Link. It could be anything. But we're also going to bounce houses. But everything's free. No money.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, and I wanted to touch on, too, you mentioned an artisan market as a component of this. So where's that going to be set up in conjunction just with the layout?
Same place.
Really?
All of that's going to be, they've already got it. I saw the map yesterday. They've got it laid out, and everybody's got their space. And I'll tell you the difference is in the Jarvis parking lot, which we didn't really have a whole lot. We had parking. We're going to have the food vendors there. So that's going to take that so that we have the whole street. Cool. We're bringing some tables and chairs, but we truly encourage you to bring some lawn chairs.
And that's probably going to be a much needed thing for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and is there anything else that kind of people are asking about or anything that you're thinking of when it comes to those frequently asked questions?
I would think everybody will be really happy with it. I just feel like it's going to be a good thing.
Okay, now I've been pushing this on a lot of chamber and Main Street and business organizations. I think that there needs to be an event called Bar Olympics. Okay, and it's here, so it's all for charity.
Okay.
And then it's a team of the 5 regulars of each establishment in that respective city, and they compete in bar games at each of the different bars around town.
That's hilarious. Now, that's a really good idea.
Thank you. I keep pushing this.
Why? We could do that.
We could. That's what I keep thinking.
Yes, you take the 5 people from each bar, and they go to each bar and compete.
Yep, and then they all get different. Like they have their own flags and everything. Oh my God. This would be awesome. I'm glad you're on the same page.
I like that.
I'm getting more and more people to, I think, look this way.
Yeah, but you like promoting it. With 400 members, you've got to find the uniqueness of everyone.
Man, that would be a large Olympics.
That would be. Yeah, we have a lot of them. We got Sunset.
Yeah,
we got 2. In Troy, we got 2's Corner, so that's pretty far away.
Right.
But, I mean, who doesn't love going to a bar? A great Time Out is fantastic. Yeah. By the way, when do the Blues play? Because you don't watch them. Tomorrow night, tonight?
I think it's tomorrow.
They have a big showing at Time Out. So, yeah, my husband's going to say, why did you not know that?
Oh, I can't believe you put me on the spot like that. I can't believe
it's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
Yeah, so Time Out in Troy is having a big hockey. They have tons of screens, outdoor, everything.
Yeah, well, when I was there, they were weren't they? There was something getting built right across was that what it was?
Yeah, they added the side of it.
That's okay.
It's
that
fantastic.
Was really nice.
Yes, yeah,
really cool.
Yeah.
Well, and now just going forward, how is just meeting with some of the business owners? How's life treating them? Life good right now?
We've had a lot. My goal in 2025 is to meet with every single member.
Oh wow!
So one week I met with 11. So I was kind of tired. I mean, just because it's a lot. But we got to know where they are, what they need. Sure, they'll call us, but sometimes we aren't that first thought of how can someone help us with marketing? Can someone help us with our business plan? And if we aren't the expert, we find that expert and help them.
Well, I think in their defense and also in yours too, in the same point, you guys are so much more involved, I think, than what some would be kind of used to with other organizations. And it's not because it's a bad thing or
Correct.
just the structure and how
Yeah.
it's set up, but because of how you have your machine, built, you're able to do a little bit more and really kind of go above and beyond for that member.
Right. And a lot of personal service. Tomorrow I'm doing a meet and treat with Sean from Shotgun Creek because he's at Lipping Engagement. You can select a meet and greet. You and I have to do this.
We do.
have to
This
do
would be really fun.
So you pick 8 to 10 chamber businesses you want to meet with. And contrary to what anyone's going to tell you, I'm an excellent driver, that chamber mobile. Because you've seen the chamber mobile.
Cool.
Isn't it cool?
I'm rocking with it.
Worldwide Technology just joined. I want to be the pace car for NASCAR. That's why we're 0 to 60 in like 5 minutes or something, whatever. But I take you around and we've selected the people. I give them a hug. It's a simple introduction with some treats. You always get in a business if you have treats.
That's true.
But it helps connect. I think we connect well and we provide great resources if I were to pick a couple things. So if anybody's interested in, and I'm not here to try to sell the chamber. Of course, I'm always selling chamber, but I'm here to say if we can help you, even if you're not a member, just to call us. I mean, we have a lot of resources.
Well, and you have a lot of really good members too, and that's a really good point to make. But we got to do meet and treat. When can we do that? Because I could bring like a camera and we could do like the little lapel mics, and we could do our own road show.
That would be fun. Now here's my idea.
Okay.
I want to do a QVC with our members.
That would be really cool.
So like, you have it up there and it says, we're only selling 10. Call this number. And we'll have Emily back at the office, like taking all the information. Wouldn't that be fun?
Have you ever seen the guy fall on QVC? Oh my God, that is one of my favorite.
Yeah, that would be us. That would be,
honestly, QVC, I still kind of watch. I'm not going to lie.
I don't even know where it's at. Really?
If it's late at night and I'm tired of
Have you ever bought anything from QVC?
No, I've never bought. Because honestly, it's like I get too scared to talk on the phone with I'm a millennial. It's all online.
Do you know how they find people to sell like on QVC? They say, here's a pen. Sell me that pen.
Really?
And then, but you don't sell them the pen. You sell them the reason that they need the pen. So you're a good person if you can do that. But I would love that QVC late at night. Like, okay, I have these glasses right here. These were worn by CJ. These are worn.
See, I always felt like I could do like a QVC show or a game show. I feel like I could totally do GSN.
We have Family Feud and we have Jeopardy that we can do. We actually have the program.
Oh, wow.
We did it for a chamber event one time, and then they were terrible because people didn't know about her. So then I knew, okay, we have to do a better job of, we have 74 membership benefits. You knew that, right?
Yeah, well, and that's the other thing, too, because, I mean, that's why I keep going back to it. When we met with you, I mean, that was an incredible amount of material.
Yeah, that was the first day I met with John. I was nervous. I'm not going to lie. And then I said, did you listen to CJ's show this morning and us? And he's like, no, I don't usually get to listen to CJ. And I'm like, oh, okay.
It's actually funny you bring that up because he always asks me, well, how's the show going today? And I'm like, it's going okay. And then
good.
Who was on the show today? I don't know because it's 11 o'clock. It's I don't even know what I had for breakfast today. I gotta go look.
I'll be like, you had someone from this nonprofit, then you had somebody from here, and then you had this. I'm like, how does he keep it all? And you know what I love about you is you've already researched a little bit about them, so they're not coming in cold. Like, you're not like, okay, so tell me about your company. You're asking questions you already know.
So hello, Fred. You like to breathe, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to tell you, next year I got to do the career fair up there because I just did Alton's career fair. I did a remote there.
You did?
It was fun. The kids joined the show, and then we had some of the vendors on too, and the admin. It was a good time.
Yeah, we have some great employers, and like I said, we still have 3 spaces open. So if there are employers who said, "Man, I want to get in front of those students," someone said to me, "How do you get so many people to attend the job fair?" I'm like, "You have it at their home." You have it at the high school. Yeah. And then they come because there's free something usually.
Well, and honestly, this is just so cool. I can't wait to see you this Friday. This is going to be a good one. And then let's talk real quick about that music festival that's on Saturday too, because that's a big one.
That's a big one. And really, Maryville is, I'm going to tell you where it's at. If you know where Bobby's Frozen Custard is, you can see the park.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a music festival. Let me see. We've got Sailing, Barnstormer, Sweet Bottom, Schaefer and Symes, Dale Pap, Nort's Hammer, Graham Pagano, Molly Smith, Spencer McDole, and A Rather Bright Light. I have to tell you what Spencer McDole was an intern for the chamber.
Really?
And you would have had Diana. So 2009, I'm pretty sure.
Are you going to support?
Kid. Yeah, I'm going to be there all day.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, because I feel like that, we want to promote this. We're going to do some lives from there. These guys have worked so hard, and this bandstand that they're looking at is going to just add so much to Maryville.
It really will. It's really needed, I think, for that space.
Yeah. Did you see all the movies and the concerts?
Well, and that's what I keep looking at, because Maryville really is bustling too.
Bustling.
I mean, you are right. Oh, okay, the hot air balloons. Do you? I wanted to ask you about this over Marine.
Yeah.
So it's coming up in September. Well, I'm sure we're going to talk about it. But I looked at it last year on Facebook on the event. There was like 11,000 people that responded to these hot air balloons. I didn't know what was going on.
It's real hot air balloons. The sad part is it's all weather dependent.
Yeah.
So you sit out there, you plan for months, and we all know when you have outdoor events. But they work very hard, a very small committee putting that together. And I'm going to look over these and see who would be really good interviews for you and send them your way.
Please do.
You got to come here, though. I know people Zoom, but hey, it was worth the drive just to come see in person.
Oh, yeah.
My walk-on music. That was the best,
Well, and too, normally, I mean, my sinuses are normally in check, and I'm not, it's just on. I don't know what
it is, because the last time we were here, same problem. I don't know. Maybe you're allergic to me. Thinking about me coming here.
Oh, man. And then, so we'll see you this Friday for the first Friday of First Fridays. How about that?
So are we doing a live Facebook Friday, and then Saturday from the event, and then Sunday is the CEO trade show?
Oh, yeah, yours is
Old
coming
Distillery,
up.
Yes, at the Old Herald in Collinsville.
I just did an event out there for Metro East Humane Society. I hosted their gala.
Did you in the back? Isn't it great what he's done?
Oh, man, that's beautiful.
Yes, he's done.
It was my first time there.
Job. Yeah.
Wow.
Fantastic place. And you can go in and he'll take you on a tour of how they make the beer or wine, and whatever beer, I guess.
How is the CEO class doing this year?
They are just, every year I'm their second speaker of the year. So they're very green when I get there. And then you see them at the end and you go, these are not the same kids. Mm-hmm. Because you're a CEO graduate.
I am. I always go back to and that's kind of my experience too, because I always at least speak once a year to the group, and then the perspective, juniors that are interested in the course. And it's really just kind of interesting to see the ones that do decide to do it and get selected, their transition and evolution as a person, really. As a person,
my very first question is always, how do you feel about public speaking? You got 20 people that have been in the class 4 days, and they just look at you like, no, it can happen. So last week they had their breakfast. And all 20 of them set up there like they were professional speakers.
Right.
And I'm like, who are these kids?
Right.
But Lisa is the facilitator. She is the best. She's better than the best they come.
She was on the show.
She was. Yep. Yeah. She's fantastic, very dedicated. And, we got to shout out, we wanted 2 sponsors, and look what we got.
Yeah. What happened here?
It got crazy.
Do you guys want a part-time sales role?
I'm telling you.
do you want does the chamber want to be an employee of RiverBender as a whole, just part-time?
I emailed the other 3 people and said, we got our 2 sponsors. We got our 4. We got our 6. We got our 10. We got 12. We have 14. Now we're going to get, so we had to get the bigger banner. The banner's tall. It's too tall for me to put together, and it's this wide.
Wow.
And then we've had people come after, I really want to sponsor. Is it okay if you're not on the banner? Yeah, we just want to be part of this. So it's been incredible.
This is really cool. Yeah. I'm going to have to do a live from first. We'll do Shotgun Creek.
Shotgun Creek would be good.
Yeah. Let's look at dates on that.
Yeah, I'll send you some dates.
Yeah, that'd be really awesome.
And I'll send you some people to possibly interview about the other items, because, I can talk about them, but they really live them. So I'd like to have them.
And too, it's just great to see all your involvement, though, in this, and really doing what you can as a chamber to promote everything. And, coming up this Friday, live music, food, drink specials. What are the contests?
I saw that on there, and I'm thinking that it's something we're going to make up that evening. Yeah, so we got to come to find out what the contests are.
I like it.
Yeah.
And you can also, we always encourage you to shop local, 5 to 8 p.m. at Market in Maine. It's sponsored by the Whole Kitchen Sink. May the 2nd, and then we'll see you in Maryville May the 3rd for another great day of live music, and that's 1 to 10 p.m. at Fireman's Park. I got to tell you a story, Dawn.
Uh-oh.
Before I hit this break.
Okay.
I manage our community calendar, and for the longest time, somebody put in Fireman's Park as Furman's Park. So my stupid self would go on the air and for a year call this Furman.
No wonder nobody could find it.
Oh my! No, I'm like, well, and then I'm telling you, I finally figured out it was Fireman's Park during Lent.
It's funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my,
Oh,
that's
man.
hilarious. Well,
Hey, but we got to do a Dawn takeover. We got to do a Dawn takeover
Oh,
today.
can John be over here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but he's not listening now. Maybe, but I'll have to go upstairs. I'm gonna go upstairs right now when I'm done.
Just
and
kick his
remind
door
him.
in. Yeah, he's here early today.
Okay.
I walked in. I was like the Stephen King book where he just all he wanted to read was his books, and he was the last guy left. I'm like, what happened? Like I was like, it's a holiday today. What's going on here? And damn janitor wasn't even here.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you let us know when you want that day off, and we'll take over. We won't do it as well as you, but we'll make it up as we go.
Oh no, I think they won't want me back, John.
No.
Oh, we'll see you this Friday. We'll see you this Saturday, and we'll see you online at the Troy Chamber, Maryville Marine St. Jacob Chamber of Commerce website. And we'll take a quick break, and you'll see me after that.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Cardin Circus is coming to town. It's fun for the whole family. Don't miss out. Get ready for breathtaking aerial stunts and a heart-pounding thrill ride that will have you on the edge of your seat. 2 nights only. See the magic in Jerseyville on May 27th and Highland on May 29th. Bring the whole family and experience the wonder of Cardin Circus. Get your tickets now at glowcircus.com.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway safe rubber tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car. I have a job. There's nothing holding me back anymore.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
What I got is within my reach, and the subplot styles still straight from Long Beach. It all comes back to you. You're bound to get what you deserve. Try and test that. You're bound to get served. Love's what I got. Don't start a riot. You feel it when the dance gets hot. Love is what I got. I said, remember that. Love.
Welcome back. 10:17. Daily Show hitting you on a Monday. Wanted to fill you in a couple of news briefs for you, so I don't cough into the microphone. And we'll take you right to Fairview Heights first. Dalton Brown has the story, and it's a very serious one out of Fairview Heights and Warden, too. A Fairview Heights man has been charged with attempted murder and more after trying to stab someone in the neck while already on parole for a previous murder. Nathan Hayes, 39 years of age, of Fairview Heights, was charged on May the 16th with attempted first-degree murder, a Class X felony, attempted aggravated battery, and a second or subsequent offense of domestic battery. They're both Class 4 felonies on that charge. Hayes allegedly attempted to stab a household member or family member in the neck with a knife on the 14th of May, and officials with Madison County State's Attorney's Office confirmed the attempted stabbing took place in Warden. According to the petition to deny Hayes' pretrial release from custody, he reportedly walked up to the victim before he told them, "I love you, but I have to do this," then attempted to stab them in the neck. The petition states the incident can be seen on video as well. The petition petition also states that Hayes was out on parole from a 2004 murder case in which he stabbed somebody in the carotid artery, killing them. Court documents from 2004 murder case state Hayes killed the victim by stabbing them in the neck with a knife. In the 2004 case, Hayes was originally charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of aggravated battery, and 1 count of mob action, in addition to murdering the first victim. He additionally accused of acting with another individual and striking a second victim in the face with a glass beer bottle. All counts except the first count of first-degree murder were dismissed in exchange for a guilty plea from Hayes. On September 13th, in 2005, he was sentenced to 20 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections for the murder and court ordered to serve 100% of his sentence. However, he did receive credit for time served in county jail. The latest case against Hayes was presented by the Madison County Sheriff's Office, and Hayes currently remains in custody at the Madison County Jail. But just a little bit of an update for you from Dalton Brown on that attempted murder that took place just a few days ago. Out of St. Louis, this is a little bit of more of a positive news story, especially after all the devastation, and especially North St. Louis. U-Haul has made 24 company stores across 3 states available to help storm victims with 30 days of free self-storage and U-Box container usage from after that powerful weather system spawned a number of deadly tornadoes on Friday. The tornadoes tore through homes and, in some cases, communities, while being responsible for more than 20 casualties, according to news reports. Many families in the 3-state region remain without power and face a long rebuilding process regardless. While St. Louis and other areas of Missouri were among the hardest hit cities across the states that experienced damage, access to dry and secure self-storage units and portable storage containers is vital to communities during cleanup process. You can find a U-Haul owned and operated storage near you at uhaul.com/locations. The U-Haul Disaster Relief Program applies to new self-storage and U-Box rentals and is based on availability. The U-Box portable container offer is on-site storage at company facilities. People seeking more information on the 30 days of free storage or needing to arrange storage services can call the nearest regional office or visit any U-Haul-owned facility in the state. In Missouri, there are 9 locations. You can call 314-766-4013. That's 314-766-4013. And those participating store locations are in Baldwin, Overland, and in St. Louis. And for our friends down near Marion, that U-Haul location is in Carbondale, and you can call 217-786-2113 for more information on that. We have a little bit of a check at weather now for you. It's 73 degrees, but man, that humidity's getting up there. It feels like 85. Today, cloudy and breezy. That morning shower passed, and we're going to have a few thunderstorms this afternoon. There is a risk of some severe weather later on this evening and tonight. Cloudy, it will be warm, humid. There will be some drenching thunderstorms is what they're calling for. These storms could potentially bring some flooding downpours, hail, damaging wind gusts, and tornadoes. Air quality right now is at 56, which is moderate. Grass levels are moderate. Mold is low. Ragweed and tree levels are moderate as well, too. Temperatures reached 77 degrees today, dropped down to 68 overnight as we head into Tuesday. On the 20th day of May, that's Tuesday, a high of 78, a low of 53 degrees. Thunderstorms predicted on Tuesday morning and into Tuesday afternoon. By Wednesday morning, those storms clear on out, and we have a great-looking week ahead of us. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, temperatures stay under 70 degrees. Yes, oh yes, my friends. On Wednesday, a high of 68, a low of 49 degrees, and then on Thursday, a high of 63, a low of 46, and on Friday, we end our week with a high of 67 and a low of 49 degrees. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. It's 73 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 82 for time and temperature throughout the day. 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, and swig of energy drink for the working man. Return home. Hey, while I have you, let me fill you in on our friends at Hainer Library. You know, the summer reading programs are taking place in just a few weeks. I mean, think about this. June 2nd is when summer reading begins, and it's all about leveling up at your library this time around. The 2025 I Read Summer Reading Program, leveling up and really just staying connected. You can get ready to level up at your library with the Summer Reading Program when the Kids Space, June the 2nd through July 10th, and this is a really great program. We had Megan and Mary on just a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking all about the ins and outs of this program. I mean, for that month, it is just all hands on deck. There's so many different activities, programs for the little ones to truly enjoy, and everyone who registers by June 2nd will be entered for a chance to win that Summer Reading Program themed baskets. There's events for kids and teens alike, just like in the teen space. You know, this year's Teen Summer Reading Program is going to get the teens excited to level up their reading experience points. Teens aged 12 to 18 who continue throughout the 4-week program will be entered into a drawing for a prize basket full of themed prizes, gift cards, and books. You can visit HanerLibrary.org for more information. That's HanerLibrary.org. Really great resource, too. If you don't have your library card, what are you doing? I mean, you really do need to get one of those things, man. Takes care of you. You get ad-free for free streaming with Biblio Plus. You get the Creative Bug app, all these really good perks, the Library of Things, the Seed Library, and you get to stay connected with your community at Haner Library. You can learn more at HanerLibrary.org, and don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. Alrighty, I'm going to take a break, and we're going to come back and talk to the Gateway Grizzlies, but first, let's look at downtown Alton before the clouds start coming in. We still there? Yeah, look how beautiful that is. More Daily Show next.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois, with specials 5 days a week. Mondays, roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
(10:31). Welcome back. Daily Show hitting you on a Monday, 19th day of May. There is a lot of great things to do in the Riverbend region and all across the Metro East, but you aren't going to have as much fun as you would at a Gateway Grizzly game. And I'm telling you, Kurt, what you guys do down there is just incredible. I mean, from the environment that you guys create, from all the activities throughout the games, plus just how the team is. It's really a great thing that you guys put on for the region.
Yeah, thanks, TJ, for having me today. I mean, that's kind of been our motto since day one: affordable family fun. Trying to get back to different organizations, having a lot of great kid programs to kind of get them involved during games. We just wrapped up our opening weekend yesterday, and we did kids run the bases, and then they get to meet the players on the field, do autographs. We had a pregame parade, all that fun stuff.
Well, and too, I mean, you guys keep growing. I mean, this new partnership, the naming rights for Arsenal business growth, this is huge.
Yeah, it's been 2 years. We've been working on trying to find the right partner for the naming rights after GCS rebranded become Revity. So we wanted to partner with somebody that kind of fit our standards and our model too. So in Arsenal Business Growth, I met with them. It was pretty quick turnaround about 2 months ago. Aaron Asher, he's their owner. He's been great to talk to and work with, and we're excited to work with them. And yeah, it brings a little bit more excitement to our name here at the stadium. Well,
and too, I'm sure it makes things so much more efficient for you all as well. I mean, to have it seems like this long term plan and this really great partnership. I mean, this could be on a year to year up to 12 years, correct?
Yeah, actually, it could be up to 20 years. I think was so it's 8 years, and then it's an additional 12 years, year by year. So it's great with them too. So they're part of the deal is they get certain days that they can use the field for, they want to do softball games or, company outings themselves, reach out to their clientele that bring out here. So just with that alone, it's going to be, we'll have it in with them on there and try to expand our brand with them. And, they're a high rising company. I think they started 2019. So just to connect with them, and we're going to be using them too as use their business as well to kind of help generate some leads for us and kind of get more out into the St. Louis region.
Well, it's really incredible. And as the season's starting, what's the organization? What are you guys feeling like right now? I mean, it seems like you guys kind of got the windshield right in front of you on this.
Yeah, it's since we just opened up this weekend, I mean, it would have been nice to kind of have this deal in the off season, but to have a little bit more planning with it. So, I mean, the stadium still says Grizzlies ballpark for now, but all that signage is in the works. Hopefully we'll have that up relatively soon, but it's but on the other side of things, it's kind of a great announcement right before we kicked off the season over the weekend. So excitement's been great. We got a lot of great games still coming up here too.
Well, and if you could fill us in on some of the things that we can mark our calendars down for, because there's nothing more fun than a Grizzlies game.
Yeah, we got every homestand. There's something special. So our next homestand starts May 27th. I mean, that's a $2 Tuesday. So anyone that's really watching their budgets, $2 tickets, $2 hot dogs, $2 beers. So those are always great games. Even that weekend, we have a touch of truck night on May 31st. So there's a bunch of fire trucks, police cars, army trucks. Semis that are going to be right in front of the front gate that kids can come up and get in there and sit in those. We actually have Major League Wiffle Ball here that day too. So
that's awesome.
That'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be really fun. We had them out 2 years ago, and we were their top attendance place over the last 3 years. So they wanted to come back here for that. Every Friday we got fireworks too. So it's we call them Friday fireworks. So if you're looking for a weekend game for a little bit more fun, we got fireworks. And then our staples too, July 3rd and 4th and 5th. We're back again for All American Weekend. We put on the biggest fireworks show. I would say it's going to rival any show in the St. Louis area. So that's always a great time to be out here. I love that weekend. And then even our last game, Labor Day weekend, August 31st, we call it Greatest Night in Baseball. We TP the ballpark after the game. We give out prizes after every out. Biggest fireworks show of the season. So just a lot of fun things each month.
Well, and too, we're showing a little bit of your guys' promotional calendar off now too from your website. You guys can learn more at gatewaygrizzlies.com/promotions. But I mean, it really is. It's incredible to see all of the different ways that you guys are coming up with these really cool ideas to get people out there and really enjoy it. Kurt, how long have you been with the Grizzlies?
This will be my 12th year with the Grizzlies.
Wow.
So it's I actually started as an intern back in 2013. And kind of had my hands in a little bit every department over the years, and so I became GM in 2022, and that's actually the same time Annie Sojay Miller kind of took over the ownership from her dad. So we kind of been in this together, kind of trying to rebrand the Grizzlies a little bit and try some new things, and stay fresh in the community, especially coming back after COVID too. So.
100%. And take me through. What's kind of the trajectory for you guys now from where you started 12 years ago as an intern to what you're seeing now? I mean, it seems like just from everything I've been reading and catching up on, that you guys have a good program, and really you guys have a lot of great stuff internally going on too.
Yeah, it's great. It's there was a lot of turnover over the years, mm-hmm. So I think we've kind of put some things together in the front office side of things. I think most of our staff are 4 or 5 years in now, so it makes things a lot easier. Kind of planning these nights, with them having a little bit more experience. We something that me and Andy been wanting to try to do is bring in some other unique events too, to kind of be relevant year round instead of just during the summer. So, October, we have 2 great events. We have TK Pro Rodeos coming here October 3rd and 4th. We transform the entire field into a big rodeo arena, bringing 2 million pounds of dirt. I mean, this rodeo company, they are the top. They've been voted the number 1 in the Midwest over the last 3 years. So it's, that Friday night's Bulls in the Ballpark finale. So it'll be the top 35, bull riders competing for the grand prize. And then that Saturday is just kind of your traditional rodeo. So that's really fun. That'll be fun. And then, Savannah Bananas, they're obviously really hot right now and popular. So last year we brought in, we tried to do our own version of it. We call it Spooky Ball. So it's a kind of a trick-or-treating thing too. So it's that'll be October 19th. You know, we have kids dress up. We do trick or treating on the concourse before the game, and then the game. It's you know, a lot of fun stuff. You know, guys wearing costumes, dance offs. You know, we had Spider-Man out there last year. Trying to do some more wacky stuff this year. So that's another fun, kind of unique thing too, more in the fall to kind of keep us going.
That's really cool. And really, it's really cool to see how the organization, and you guys have done this for years, just truly love being in the community too, and love being a part of it. And just whenever you guys love it, it makes it so much easier for us to love it too. And, you know, going forward, I know that this, you know, this business, this naming rights deal has got to be nice too, because I'm sure it makes it a little bit easier to do other events, you know, and put on other things. Am I on to something there too?
Yeah, I like you hit it right there with the community stuff. I mean, we try to partner with some organization at least every homestand. So like May 28th, we got mental health awareness night. That's presented by Centerstone.
Oh, I'll be there.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
well,
we're going to be doing a tailgate with Centerstone. They're a good friend of the show.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Well, I'll be looking for you on that night. Yeah, so they got a special ticket package for some proceeds to go back to them. A new fun one I'm excited for this year is our July 2nd sensory friendly game that's presented by Darley Ingredients. So, you know, July 3rd and 4th and 5th, obviously it's a tough time for people that, you know, are sensitive to, you know, loud sounds. So that'll actually be a quiet game. So there'll be no music. It'll be just kind of come and, you know, hear the sounds of the ballpark, you know, of the baseball game. There'll be fireworks on the video board that'll be kind of dimmed, stuff like that. So that'll be a fun game that we're excited for that one as well. Man, this is really great. And Kurt, really great talking to you. Is there anything else for right now that we need to air out to the audience before we say goodbye for now? Yeah, I mean, I would love to see people out at Arsenal BG Ballpark. Like I said, we got a bunch of different things every homestand. Friday fireworks every Friday. So, you know, we got some camp days for any kids. So, yeah, we're looking forward to seeing everybody at the ballpark. The team's doing great too. They started 7-2. They won 21-2 yesterday. So that was if you're looking for some offense, definitely come out to Arsenal BG Ballpark, because I think we had 6 home runs yesterday. Kids are catching fly balls, so a little bit of everything for everybody.
Well, and I keep telling people, it's like everyone got excited about the Cardinals again, and I'm like, just give it until July. You can just go to the Grizzlies and watch them just beat up on some teams again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what are we doing to ourselves here? Yeah, for sure. Steve Brooks, our manager, and all that guy does is win. So it's fun to see this team be competitive over the last few years, and it's these guys are, you know, we're drafted, these players, and they're level single, double A level. We get guys that get signed all the time every year. So I mean, it's professional baseball. So you're gonna see some good talent out here if you're looking for some good baseball. Oh, 100%. And you know, before I let you go, do you have any idea of would the signage change during the season, or are you guys gonna hold off on that until, you know, things kind of calm down a little bit? No, it's in production now. So we have the team's on the road for now, and then we'll be back next week for 6 games. But after that, they actually hit the road for 2 straight weeks. So that June 2nd to 14th time frame is our goal, to try to get most of the stuff up. You know, July 4th is kind of my main goal, to kind of, you know, maybe do a ribbon cutting, kind of unveil this naming rights with Arsenal BG Ballpark a little bit there. So obviously we'd love to do that on opening day, but, you know, just the timing wasn't there. So so we're hoping to fully transform into Arsenal BG Ballpark in the next month or so. Well, Kurt, thank you so much for calling in today, and really enjoyed having the conversation. I'll see you up there on the 28th with Centerstone, and I hope all is well, and call back in whenever you have more to share with us. Yeah, thanks, CJ. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Sounds good. Hey, 10:41, a little bit of change. We'll take a break and come back with more Daily Show next, right after this.
Cardin Circus is coming to town. It's fun for the whole family. Don't miss out. Get ready for breathtaking aerial stunts and a heart-pounding thrill ride that will have you on the edge of your seat. 2 nights only. See the magic in Jerseyville on May 27th and Highland on May 29th. Bring the whole family and experience the wonder of Cardin Circus. Get your tickets now at glowcircus.com.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Alrighty. Time to highlight some stupid people. Makes me feel better about myself. It's the All-Star Award right here on Our Daily Show. So this is a follow-up. I am pretty proud of my journalism skills. Think a lot of people should be. Hear me out. So remember that guy I told you about who tried to steal the golden toilet that was worth about $6.5 million? You remember this? It was a couple of years... anyway, let me tell you the story. So... this toilet was worth $6.4 million, and he was spared jail time by a British judge. Said he had been taken advantage of by the thieves. Wow. So Frederick Doe, listen to the story. We actually have this. I'm proud of myself. A follow-up to an All-Star Award for my friends in England. Frederick Doe, 37, also known as Frederick Sins, was given a suspended sentence at Oxford Crown Court for his role in helping to sell an 18-carat, fully functioning toilet gold, which was taken in 2019 from Blenheim Palace, the country mansion where the British wartime leader Winston Churchill was born. Here's what the judge said. Those responsible for this audacious heist, 5 individuals could be seen on CCTV, were clearly intent on disposing of their ill-gotten gains quickly. You foolishly agreed to assist, the judge told Doe. Man, that's harsh. The toilet was part of a satirical art installation titled America by Italian conceptualist Mauricio Catalan, which aimed to poke fun at excessive wealth. It weighed over 200 pounds, and the value of at the time was 2.8 million pounds, and it was insured for $5 million. So the piece, previously been on display at the Guggenheim Museum in New York, which had offered the work to U.S. President Trump during his first time in office. But after he asked to borrow a Van Gogh painting. Well, not really very friendly. But anyway, follow up. He avoided jail for stealing a toilet. Hey, what about this? So anyone wanting to run, a South Carolina resort says it's already registered a record 161 people to sign up for an annual 5K race that's clothing optional. Hear me out here. The Carolina Foothills Resort, a nudist resort, good to know. Spartanburg County said this year's Buck Creek Streak 5K already... The Buck Creek Streak 5K. Here we go. Record high number of people registered for the June 14th race. Man, this is going to be fierce competition. You can go anywhere and do a 5K, but you can't go anywhere and run a 5K naked, Tom Crowder, who sits out on the resort's board of directors, told the Post and Courier. If you go to the turkey trot and drop your drawers, you're going to get arrested. That's what he had to say. This year's... I love it. This year's race offers that option to go an extra mile. Run 7... and you can go an extra mile. So you can run 7.3 kilometers, I guess, or K. I don't run K, so I don't know how far that is. Don't judge me. But it's in honor of the race founder, Mike Ward, who did pass away at the age of 73 in 2017. People who will register for the 7.3K will also be eligible to win the 5K, so that's good to know. So anyway, the registration for all those that are interested includes a free lunch, a day pass to explore the clothing optional resort, and you get to have a good time. So just wanted to fill you in on that. Thought it was a good news. Just you never know who's interested. Okay, so what about this? Listen to this buffoon. A California man tried to evade arrest by jumping into a lake with an underwater scooter, and he pled guilty Thursday to fraud, money laundering, witness tampering in connection with, I don't know, a $35 million investment fraud scheme. So listen to this. Prosecutors say that between 2015 and 2020, Matthew Piercy, 48, of Shasta County, I like the way I said that, solicited investor funds and used the money for various personnel and business expenses, including the purchase of 2 residential properties. He paid back to investors about $8.8 million of the $35 million invested, according to a statement by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of California. When agents tried to arrest him in November, Piercy led them on a car chase before dumping his vehicle and fleeing into the frigid Lake Shasta was later identified as a Yamaha 350 underwater submersible device. Hey, he was prepared. He emerged from the lake about 20 minutes, and he was arrested promptly. The underwater device, a sea scooter or motorized device that pulls users underwater at speeds at about 4 miles an hour. Probably should have thought about that before you use that vehicle. That's never going to get you through. Anyway, wanted to fill you in on that one. What an idiot. Okay, final one for you. And this is wild. Okay, so this is a Guinness World Record, and normally I make fun of these, but listen to this. So a professional circus performer, she specializes in this, in hair hanging, didn't know that was a category, broke a Guinness World Record when she was suspended by her hair for 25 minutes and 12 seconds. It's spelled no one. I don't know. Leela, no one, 39, I can't. Her name's Leela. Attempted to record the record for longest time suspended by her hair in a scenic location at Redwood National and State Parks in California. She said it took 2 years of practice and endurance building to break the record of 23 minutes and 19 seconds, which was set by Australian. In 2011, the performer said her goal was an attempt to prove that it can be done with the power of her mind, but 25 minutes hanging on hair. Hey, I don't want to, this isn't an all-star award, but we have the list of the most popular baby names from the AP. Here they are. That's the end of the All-Star Award. I want to tell you about this, though. Liam and Olivia, they're still dominating. The two names have, for a 6th year together, topped the list of names for babies born in the United States in 2024. The Social Security Administration annually tracks the names given to boys and girls in each state, with names dating back to 1880. In time for Mother's Day, the agency... That's an old line. The agency released the most popular names, and here you go. Liam has reigned for 8 years in a row for boys. That's a lot of Liams, while Olivia has topped the girls' list for 6. Also, the 6th consecutive year, Emma took the 2nd slot for girls, and Noah took the 2nd spot for boy names. The girl's name Luna slipped out of the top 10 spot and was replaced by Sophia, Sofia, which enters at number 10 for the first time. But it's crazy. Like, they have the Social Security office, I don't know if I can pull this up, but they have a whole tracker And it's like a whole growth chart on names and when they're used, and kind of wild. After Liam, the most common names for boys in order are Noah, Oliver, Theodore, James, Henry, Mateo, Elijah, Lucas, and William. And after Olivia, the most common names for girls are Emma, Amelia, Charlotte, Mia, Sophia, Isabella, Evelyn, Ava, and Sophia with the F instead of the PH. So, and really just interesting to share with you. There you go. I don't know where I was going with that. I just saw it and thought, how interesting. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and I'll wrap up the show right after this.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car. I have a job. There's nothing holding me back anymore.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. OSFOnCall.org/virtual visit.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. 1056, one final thing to fill you in on. Army Corps of Engineers, the Rivers Project, in partnership with Jacoby Art Center, excited to announce the inaugural plein air art competition known as Mississippi Riverscapes. So the event is an open-air painting and drawing competition at Rivers Project recreation areas throughout the month of June and is open to all amateur and professional artists ages 16 and up. Artists will compete for regional and cash prizes, including a weekend artist retreat at the Green Tree Inn in Elsa. The competition will conclude with the opening of the new Riverscapes temporary art exhibit at the National Great Rivers Museum, which will feature the artwork of all participants, as well as information about the featured Rivers Project recreation sites. Artists may paint or draw independently at any of the 8 selected recreation sites anytime between June 1st and June 22nd. For a one-time entry fee of $25, artists may submit up to 1 painting or drawing per recreation site for a total of up to 8 submissions. All submissions are due to the National Great Rivers Museum by 5 p.m. on the 22nd of June. The winners will be chosen by a jury panel of local artists and art experts selected by Jacoby Art Center. Winning artwork will be announced at the awards ceremony on July 12th at 3:30 p.m. And the art exhibit will run from July 14th through September 14th with options for artists to list works for sale. You can find out more information by calling 618-462-6979. That's 618-462-6979. Or you can just hang out with us on the show because we're going to talk about it this week. I'm excited. We're going to have them back on the show. Love National Great Rivers Museum, and I love all the great work that they do. Elise will join us to fill us in on all of that good stuff. Hey, while I have you, wanted to give a shout out to I got only 2 minutes. Wanted to give a shout out to John and the team upstairs this weekend. Man, they were busting their butts, and really the graduation ceremonies looked really good. And from Ryan and Wes and I Charlie and so there's just a group of people that kind of just jumped on in and said, "Let's get this done." And that's why I love Riverbender. For being a team of not that many, we do the work of big media, and we have the numbers of big media, and it's really cool to see. And it's just wanted to give those guys a shout out because they really did work hard, and I hope you guys enjoyed the graduations. If you were the ones that graduated, congratulations. And really just best of luck to you. And then RiverBender.com. We'll have those for sale, too. I know that not a lot of people do DVDs anymore, but if you're still interested in having one of those hard copies of the memory, you can have that, and you can make sure you can go back and reflect on it, too. But really, they worked hard, and then they had Friday night for Marquette and then had to get up right away and do Saturday morning at Alton High School. And it was a lot of work for them, too. So really just a big shout out to them. Also, while I have you, a couple of house cleaning items. I will be doing the First Friday event in Troy. I have I have a couple of remotes. We got a lot of remotes coming up. And then we got First Fridays in Troy. We have Centerstone's Mental Health Fair coming up. We also are going to be at Centerstone's Gateway Grizzlies Night next week. We have so much coming down the pipeline. We'll be at the Miles Davis Jazz Fest, and then we'll also be at the Juneteenth celebration. We have so many more remotes coming down the pipeline. Really excited to be out in the community as the weather starts to really turn over and that storm season starts to pass us by. So really just wanted to keep you updated on that. I'm out of time today. Have a great rest of your Monday. Make it the best start of your week that you can. I mean, what the hell? You only got nothing else to do. Make it a good one, right? Maybe? I don't know. I don't take my own advice. I don't know if you do. But I'll see you tomorrow for another great show. Till then, try your best to stay out of jail.